This week we have a full moon at 5 degrees of Virgo with the sun being in Pisces. This is going to bring endings and the completion of a cycle. All of this, an empowered moment and more in my new upcoming weekly intuitive energy forecast for the week of Monday, February 19th through Sunday, February 25th, 2024. Stay tuned. Hello everyone, this is Colleen Lemma, Starseed Astrologer and Spiritual Messenger from Sacred Soul Empowerment. And this week, for the main message for the collective, we're going to be using the Psychic Tarot by John Holland. And your special message card this week, depending on your stone of choice, is going to be coming from the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck by Kyle Gray. And also because this week we have Venus and Mars, the lovers, coming together in Aquarius, I thought we'd do something a little extra special. And we're going to pull one card depending on your stone of choice also from the Twin Flame Oracle deck. And this is by Verunda Davy, PhD. All right, so let's go ahead. Before we look at the astrology or at our stones of choice, let's go ahead and settle in and do an empowered moment. So if you can just close your eyes, relax your body, and clear your mind of all thoughts. Focus on your breathing and focus on your breath, staying in the present moment. Visualizing, sensing, seeing, feeling, or just knowing that you're surrounded in this beautiful, healing, golden white light. Golden white light of God, Source, Creator, all that is. And take a deep conscious breath and breathe in that golden white light of guidance and healing, breathing it into every cell of your body. As you exhale, imagine a grounding cord coming out of your root chakra, going down deep through the layers of Earth Mother Gaia, connecting to her crystalline heart chakra in the center of the earth. And then on your next inhale, taking a deep breath in, imagine you're breathing up and in through that grounding cord. Earth Mother Gaia's nurturing, grounding, healing elixir of light from the center of the earth. Breathing it all the way up through that grounding cord, and as you exhale, allowing it to be dispersed throughout all of your chakras and energy bodies, bringing healing and balancing to your energy system, your energy bodies. And focus your attention now on the fact that we have a full moon in Virgo this week. And Virgo is known as the sign of the Virgin, but in ancient times also the sign of the Maiden. It's about perfection and purity and innocence. And I'm also going to say that it's about purification, because Virgo deals with reintegration, the reintegration of energies that have been fragmented from this and previous lifetimes, and all the experiences or challenges or traumas that you've moved through in all of these various lifetimes. So let's focus and intention and call in our angels and guides, master guides and teachers, healers and Reiki masters, ascended masters, and archangels of the highest vibration of light. And we ask that they all work together in accordance with the truth of your higher soul self, to bring a reintegration and healing to any fragmentation of energies that your body, mind, and soul has experienced throughout all of your incarnations. So taking a deep breath, breathing in that intention of bringing healing, reintegration, and wholeness to the wounded aspects of self. And as you exhale, and in your own time, as you thank all of those of the highest vibration of light that is assisting with this intention, when you feel ready, you can open your eyes, return to this time and place and space. Okay, and let's get ready to look at our stones of choice for this week. Okay, these are all special intention pendants that I've created, and where, by the way, you could find this and many, many more on my website, Sacred Soul Empowerment, if you want to peruse some of that. But the first one is lepidolite. This is a beautiful kind of purple lavender color. You can see it reflects kind of light when I turn it this way and that way. But the lepidolite is wrapped in silver wire, and it's Reiki charged with the vibration of the number 7, number of deep psychological connection to subconscious patterns and the healing of those patterns. Infused into the lepidolite is the qualities of Pluto, planet of transformation, transition, and transmutation of lower vibrational energies and thoughts. The energies of the element of water for gentle, flowing release and emotional healing. The Archangel Raphael is infused into this one. His energies of healing the emotional and physical bodies. Archangel Haniel, Archangel of intuitive, psychic, and healing abilities. And Saint Germain is also infused into this one. Master of the violet flame of transformation. So he's an ascended master of that violet flame of transmutation. All right, and then stone number 2 here. This is an amethyst cluster, special intention pendant. It's wrapped in gold wire. It's infused with the energy of the number 9, the essence of the humanitarian and creative and spiritual energy. It also has infused into it the energy of master number 11, number of the light worker and the visionary. Qualities of the sign of Pisces for unconditional love, compassion, and spiritual connection to one's angels and guides. The balancing and opening of the the crown chakra. So there's no mistakes. There must be something to do with the heart chakra too. But the balancing of the crown chakra here to open one up to higher wisdom and guidance. And this one has Archangel Raziel's energies infused into it, the Archangel of alchemy and divine magic. And then pendant number 3 here, you can already see the pattern of purple stones here. They're all purple. This one is charoite. And this charoite is wrapped in silver wire. It's Reiki charged with the vibration of master number 11, number of the light worker and the visionary, but also master number 33, number of Christ consciousness and selfless service to humanity. The qualities of the sign of Scorpio for transformation and deep emotional healing. The balance of, this one does have the heart and the crown chakra, interestingly enough, the balance of the heart and crown chakras to open one up to higher unconditional love of the universe to share with all of humanity. And this one has Archangel Raziel's energy infused into it as well, the Archangel of alchemy, divine magic, and increased psychic abilities. Archangel Michael, Archangel of courage and leader of the light workers. And this one has Saint Germain in it as well, the Ascended Master of the healing with the violet flame energy. All right, so our stones of choice again are the lepidolite, the amethyst cluster, and the charoite. Okay, So as you think about those, let's talk about the astrology for the week. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is Wednesday, the 21st. On Wednesday, the 21st, we have Venus, ruler of love, relationships, but also of personal resources and values, which includes money and finances, as well as our sense of self-worth. She is in Aquarius right now, freedom-oriented, independent Aquarius, and coming together to join her counterpart, Mars, ruler of the divine masculine energy of forward movement, energy, action, confidence, courage, who's also in Aquarius right now. So Aquarius energy is strong with the humanitarian and this universal concept of love and selfless service. And here we have Venus and Mars coming together in that higher vibrational sign. On Thursday, the 22nd, we have Mercury, ruler of the mental realm, the ego mind, coming out of Aquarius and moving into Pisces. So we're starting to slowly have a transition from Aquarius into Pisces energies. The sun is already in Pisces from last week. Mercury on Thursday this week moves into Pisces. We still have Venus and Mars and Pluto in Aquarius though. But as Mercury moves into Pisces until March 9th, the logical planet of our thoughts, perceptions, ideas, and communications is moving into an intuitive, creative, artistic, and dreamy sign. So it's a little bit more difficult for logical Mercury to be an intuitive, psychic Pisces. But if we can merge logic along with intuition, we're going to be able to maneuver this energy rather well. Again, it's really great for creative projects, artistic projects, meditation, receiving messages from your angels and guides. There is an aspect of unconditionally loving communication with this, where we have more compassion and we have even a sense of more forgiveness in our hearts regarding past transgressions. Then we move to Saturday, the 24th. This is the highlight here with the full moon at 5 degrees of Virgo on Saturday. So full moons are the completion of a cycle, endings, healing, releasing, letting go of lower vibrational energies or what we no longer need. Now again, Virgo to me is a sign that deals with fragmentation and reintegration. It has this connection to Mercury, ruler of the mental realm, who likes to analyze and reflect and understand the different pieces of the puzzle of what's going on. But I also consider Virgo having a connection to Chiron, the wounded healer. So it's bringing up some past life wounds, and again, where maybe parts of ourselves have split off from challenges or traumas, and now Virgo is trying to reintegrate some of these pieces, so to speak, so that we can become happy, healthy, and whole again, that we can re-enter our sense of a perfect state of spiritual beingness. Now, we're always perfect, right? But sometimes with this life or past life challenges or traumas, aspects of ourself can kind of hide away or, be split off. And it's calling back those pieces that's really what's happening with Virgo. Now, this Virgo full moon is pretty active because it's going to make an inconjunct to Pluto. And Pluto is about transformation, regeneration, death, and rebirth. It's going to make an inconjunct to Mars, the warrior planet of energy, action, and forward movement, and an inconjunct to Venus, planet of love, relationships, money, and finances, values, and how we value ourselves. And those three planets, Pluto, Mars, and Venus, are all in Aquarius. So somehow we have to integrate the Virgo energies of logic and problem solving and coming up with solutions, as well as reintegration of these split off pieces, so to speak. We have to merge that with the Aquarius of this higher vibrational energy, understanding, downloads of information, revelations, humanitarian vibration, our hopes, dreams, and wishes, our vision for the future, and where we want to go with that vision for the future. And then the full moon is going to be opposing Mercury in Pisces. So the sun, obviously, in the full moon in Virgo, the sun is in Pisces, and Mercury is in Pisces, and Saturn is in Pisces. So the full moon is opposing these planets. And Mercury, again, deals with our logic, our thought processes, but again, it's connecting the logic with the intuition here while it's in Pisces. And the opposition to Saturn, well, Saturn can bring about some karmic lessons, something that we need to learn or take responsibility for. So, we have to kind of look at what are we here to learn? What are the lessons we're here to learn in these circumstances and situations that we may currently find ourselves in? The last connection that the full moon in Virgo makes is a positive trine connection to Jupiter. This is about the only real positive connection that the full moon is making. And the trine to Jupiter, Jupiter rules expansion, our belief systems, higher thought, higher learning, higher understanding. It does rule abundance, prosperity, and blessings. So there can be blessings in whatever it is that we're moving through the responsibilities, through the karmic lessons, through the, integration of the lost pieces, that have been maybe split off that need to be reintegrated. This healing process we're going through, this healing, releasing, completion process of this full moon. There's some sort of blessing at the end. The last aspect it makes is that trine to Jupiter. So we might not know right off the bat what the blessing is, but there's definitely some positive expansion going on. And some of this too might be just a higher understanding of the circumstances and situations that we found ourselves in, and looking at something regarding those situations and circumstances from a higher perspective. Now, on the same day and after the full moon in Virgo, we also have Venus in Aquarius challenging Jupiter in Taurus. So Venus, again, rules love, relationship, money, finances, our values, what we value, and how we value ourselves. And she's challenging Jupiter. Jupiter likes to exaggerate things and make things bigger. So if there's a challenge here, Jupiter is going to exaggerate it. And since Venus is in Aquarius and Jupiter is in Taurus, both of those signs of the zodiac, Aquarius and Taurus, are fixed signs, which means they're kind of stubborn. They don't want to let go of what they believe to be the truth of the matter, let's say. And so there might be some stubborn energies that we really have to move through. And since those planets are coming head to head with one another, it might bring some challenging revelations regarding, again, our money and finances, our sense of security, stability because of that Taurus energy, our sense of what and who we value and how we value ourselves, again, because Jupiter is in that Taurus energy, and Taurus rules all of those things. But that Aquarius, where Venus is going to allow us, again, this higher perspective and receiving of these downloads of messages and guidance and information from a higher source, because that's what Aquarius rules. All right, so that's a little bit about the astrology. Let's go ahead and take a look at the cards that came up for the collective. So the first card, we turn it over. Okay, so we do have the root chakra, the base chakra here. So this is definitely saying we are dealing with matters of staying grounded, right? So because a lot of the Aquarius energies are electrical and high vibrational, the sun and midweek Mercury moving into Pisces is very ethereal, and energies that are of the spiritual realm, intangible. So we really need to stay rooted on the earth. We really need to stay rooted within ourselves. We need to kind of really find a way to ground ourselves through some of these energies. So the root chakra also is about safety and security. It can be about security emotionally. It can be about security in relationships or in our job or career. It can be about financial security. So we're wanting to be grounded, and we want to feel safe, and we want to feel secure. We have to, though, find it within ourselves first. We can't look to outside sources to make us feel safe and secure. We need to find that safety and security feeling within ourselves. And again, this is why we have to do things to ground ourselves. It's always great to meditate and open up those higher chakras and feel like you're floating, in the higher dimensions. But we need to bring that higher energy down through all of the chakras and then ground it in our root chakra and ground it on the earth plane. This is the only way that we can manifest something on a 3D level, because we can visualize and envision something all day being up in the upper chakras. But until we bring it down through the chakras, down into that root chakra, nothing's going to manifest. And this is about taking action too. I mean, the solar plexus chakra, sacral chakra, and root chakra are different aspects or facets of taking action and feeling good about the actions you're taking and then grounding something into reality. So this is a lot of where we're starting out and moving through in this week of the full moon in Virgo. Let's look at card number 2. All right. So card number 2 is the 5 of emotional. Well, 5 of emotion. Yeah, the 5 of emotional. This suit, the green suit in this psychic tarot, is called the emotional suit. This is like the 5 of cups in the traditional tarot. It says at the bottom, emotional loss. So whenever we have the 5, whether it be the 5 of cups, 5 of wands, 5 of swords, 5 of pentacles, it's actually a bit of a challenging energy. The number 5 in numerology, it's all about chaos and confusion and feeling ungrounded or not directed in the energies, not focused. It can be exciting, it can be adventurous, it's freedom seeking, it's liberating, it's about change and redirection. Those are all good things, or can be good things. But the 5, again, that shadow side of the 5 is just things not being grounded. So this is kind of saying that our emotions may not be grounded. We might not feel safe and secure emotionally, or within our hearts, within ourselves, or within our hearts, within our relationships. And this person is actually holding on to their heart space. But you can see this kind of energy kind of coming up and around, from the heart chakra or even below the heart chakra and up into space. And this is some of that maybe fragmentation and reintegration that's happening. Maybe old challenges and traumas in your relationships, or just on an emotional level in other areas of your life from this and previous lifetimes, has caused this heartache, and this feeling of being sad or not feeling fulfilled emotionally. And this is saying that first we have to allow those feelings to come up, which during full moons they usually do, right? A full moon usually brings our emotions up and out. It makes us a little bit more emotionally sensitive, and we get triggered emotionally much more easily during a full moon. So here, these emotional, feelings and energies might be coming up and out, but I feel like it's for a higher purpose. You can see, again, this kind of spiral of energy coming up from the heart chakra. And I feel like this is happening for a reason and for a purpose. Whether it's to release some of this, I feel like we're going to go through some waves of releasing of old emotions and feelings that we no longer need to hold on to. This could also bring up in real time or in present time some sort of emotional situation. Now, it can be, again, in job, career, home, family, relationships, or just something within yourself where you're feeling extra sensitive and extra emotional. There's an emotional time period here happening. But this is something that we need to move through. We need to allow this release and let go of these energies and find, again, our safety and security within ourselves. And do what you can to stay grounded. Again, root chakra is, how do I ground myself? So this is a card that deals with water, the emotions. Let's walk barefoot on the earth. Let's do some gardening. Let's care for the plants that are in our house. Let's do some saging. Let's use, some smudge or Palo Santos, or crystals and stones. All of these aspects of white sage and Palo Santo and crystals and even other types of herbs are all from the earth. So this can help us to release and let go and bring in more of that sense of grounding that we might be looking for. Let's go ahead and take a look at the last card. Okay, oh, this is a good card to end the week with. This is Major Arcana 10. In this deck, it's called Destiny. In the traditional tarot, this is called the Wheel of Fortune. And this makes sense too, because with the Wheel of Fortune, there's some sort of karmic shifting that's happening. You know, the Destiny card is, it's like we're releasing, as we move that wheel of karma, releasing what we no longer need and getting ready to move into a new cycle. The Wheel of Fortune is it's sort of like the World card a little bit, where it's completion of old energies and shifting into something new. There's something new destined, ready to occur and happen. So if you can support that process, that's going to make it a lot more easy. And I say it's, to me, it's almost logical that this card comes up because of that full moon in Virgo. And of course, the sun is in the opposite sign of Pisces. Mercury is going into Pisces. We're starting to enter Pisces season, which is the last sign of the zodiac. So we are going to be clearing up and cleaning out some old cycle of energy. Could be old karma from past lifetimes. It could be a cycle of completion happening in different situations and circumstances in your life. And so remember that this destiny wheel of fortune is shifting to bring you good fortune, to bring you one step closer to moving forward towards your true destiny. Okay? All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the special message card depending on your stone of choice. We'll do the Angels and Ancestors special message card first, and then we'll move into the Twin Flame Oracle deck. All right, so the first stone of choice was the lepidolite. So lepidolite people, special message for the week for lepidolite people. And this one's calling my attention here in the middle. And it says Medicine Guardian. And all the green here reminds me of Archangel Raphael. This is an angel, right? Although he's called the Medicine Guardian. So Archangel Raphael uses that emerald green healing light in order to bring healing to the physical body as well as the emotional body. This sash, I guess, if you will, over the Medicine Guardian and over this angel is kind of going right over the heart chakra. So again, it could bring some emotional healing regarding how you feel about yourself, how you value yourself. It could bring some emotional healing in relationship matters, or at least how you view relationships, where maybe you're going to be purging and releasing old ways of thinking and believing, or old patterns that you may have operated out of in relationships, and getting ready for a new way of feeling, and to reemerge with your heart chakra open to unconditional love of self and others, and maybe getting ready for that next person to come in. It says at the bottom, it says be open to healing information. Okay, so whether you're asking Archangel Raphael for some healing information, maybe with all those purple stones that we have, you want to call in Ascended Master Saint Germain with his violet flame to bring in some emotional healing information, or just healing information in general. So this could also be, this is like a catechist, right, which is deals with medicine. So this could even be something to do with medical doctors or chiropractors, or going to some sort of health practitioner. It could be an alternative health practitioner. But I want to say that you could be receiving some sort of information, guidance, or messages from those type of people as well, or maybe just again from your own angels and guides and spirit, as far as what do you need to do for your own health. And again, going into this full moon in Virgo time period and the Pisces energy that goes along with it, you might be being called to do some sort of a cleanse, or to refrain from certain types of foods or drink for a time, to kind of do a reset, or to cleanse kind of your body, mind, and spirit. So I feel like some of that is also going to be pertinent for you at this time. He's holding a cup. I just kind of realized that, and I actually don't think I ever have realized that before looking at this card. So this, the cup again relates to our emotions, or it can also be about, again, the fluids that we're intaking. Maybe you need more water, okay? Less of caffeine and less of everything else, but more water to kind of fill your body and hydrate your body or cleanse toxins out of your body. But again, that connection to the heart as well as the mind. To me, this is like information on a mental level with the catechist, and this is like connecting with your emotions and feelings on the heart chakra level with the cup. So maybe we need to look at both aspects, the emotions and the thoughts at the same time. Be logical and be intuitive at the same time. Let's put that back in the deck in case somebody else gets it. And the second stone of choice was the amethyst cluster. Let's give this a little shuffle, asking for the special message for the amethyst cluster people. This one is calling my attention in the middle here. This one says oracle. And it says at the bottom, wait for important information. Wow, there's a lot of information. The last card said something about information. This says wait for important information. So the oracle, she's like scrying. She's using her clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, claircognizance, and connecting with her higher self, connecting with her angels and guides or spiritual helpers on the other side to receive guidance, to receive information. So maybe this means if there's a decision that needs to be made, maybe you're needing to meditate on it or do some journaling on it and see if you can receive information from a higher source. Again, from your higher self or from, your spiritual helpers on the higher planes. So there's something where you need more information before maybe you make a choice or make a decision as far as what to do next. I'm very drawn to looking at this kind of bangle, this ornate jewelry that's on her arm. It looks like a snake. And the snake symbolism is full of death and rebirth and transformation and regeneration. So whatever this information, this guidance, or these messages that you're kind of waiting on to hear, this could really bring a huge shift in your path, a shift in your life to where you're really going through, again, this huge transformation. It's interesting that we've got the red cloak over her head. Over the head, this is like crown chakra, but it reminds me of the root chakra card. So here again, it's like we're needing to receive those higher information messages, revelations, epiphanies, but we need to kind of ground it, right? We need to bring it down into like a focused form on the third dimension and really kind of ground into or embody, if you will, some of that higher information and guidance. All right, let's go ahead and put that back in the deck in case somebody else gets it. The last stone of choice was the charoite. Charoite people. Special message for the week for charoite. This one's sticking up as I open my eyes. This one says Lord. And this one says, no, not like Christ the Lord, but this is like the Lord of like maybe Celtic times. They had lords and ladies and that kind of thing. So Lord says take charge with authority. So just like the emperor card, just like a king, just like someone, the Lord of the castle, this is someone who's in a position of authority. So whether this is meaning that you need to embody this responsibility, this authority, this take charge, this making decisions or taking action, being independent, that might be the qualities you need to embody, or perhaps you're seeking guidance from someone that's in a state of authority, like could be from a counselor, a therapist, a religious authority, a father, a grandfather, someone who has some sort of more authoritative status to them. I feel like this is embodying these qualities a little bit more. He's got kind of this crown of antlers on his head, and this would be related. It's over the third eye, but it's also the antlers coming up from the crown chakra. So this is about higher guidance and wisdom, higher perceptions, claircognizance, clairvoyance, and really paying attention to those psychic impressions that are coming in for you. He's holding a scepter, A scepter has like this Ankh sort of symbol on it. So again, he's the spirit, he's owning his own spiritual authority. He's receiving his own higher guidance and really embodying and being responsible for being his own spiritual authority as far as how do I move forward on the next step of my path, or what decisions do I have to make, or where do I need to be more responsible in my life, because people in authority positions often have a little bit more responsibility. We also have some green in this card, green up above here, green right here. So again, this might be bringing in some emotions and feelings, but with the grounding color of the brown and him being a lord and being an authority, I feel like we're really needing to ground in our emotions. In other words, don't let our emotions carry us away. Be grounded within the feelings and emotions that we're having at this time. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at a special message for relationship. Now, this isn't just romantic relationship. This is friendship. This is family. This is relationship to your higher self even. So think of it in terms of overall types of all kinds of relationships, right? And this is because of the Venus and Mars coming together on Wednesday. Venus is the divine feminine, Mars is the divine masculine. They are often said to indicate relationship matters in the astrological chart. So again, let's ask what you need to know based on your stone of choice for all types of relationships. And the first stone of choice was the lepidolite. So what does lepidolite people need to know regarding relationship? This one's sticking up. And we've got offer. Okay, so there's an offer coming. And this says at the bottom, gesture, engagement, wedding, and rejoice in your union. Now, it could in fact be about a romantic relationship. It could be a gesture or an offer. Maybe this just happened because last week was Valentine's Day and this is the week starting of the 19th. But nonetheless, this is saying that there is some sort of gift, offer, blessing that's either come in or is going to be coming in soon for you. Now, again, remember, it doesn't just mean romantic. This could be a business offer. Maybe it's some sort of a collaboration with somebody on a business or career level. There could be an offer coming in where somebody's saying, hey, do you want to join us in what we're doing? This could be something where a parent or a friend wants to gift you with something, give you some sort of blessing. They're offering you something. So think about this in many different ways. But this, nonetheless, is a very good sign that there's something beautiful, good, and blessed coming in. We've got lots of beautiful kind of flower energies here, lots of colorful energy. And I think that this gesture is definitely authentic and well received. So this is a great energy for the lepidolite people. Okay, let's take a look at the special message for the amethyst cluster people. Amethyst cluster people, special message about relationships. This one's calling my attention here, so we'll pull it out. Now, this one says alone. This one is not, as happy sounding as the first one. And it says at the bottom, abandoned, lonely, lost. And at the bottom, it does say the divine is with you. So if you feel alone, if you feel abandoned, if you feel lost, depressed, anxious, in despair, if you feel like you haven't found your tribe or you don't have anybody as a support system. This is saying at the bottom, the divine is with you. Don't feel alone. You're never alone. You have your angels, guardian angels, guides, master guides, teachers, healers of the light, archangels. You have so many spiritual helpers. All you need to do is call them in. And don't forget to call in your higher soul self as well. So remember that you're not ever alone. Okay, take that alone time and use that time to connect more strongly with the spiritual realm, with those spiritual helpers on the higher planes, and most especially with your higher soul self, right? Reconnect with your higher self, because your higher self is here to guide you, help you, assist you, and support you, okay? So remember, you're never alone. All right, and then for those of you that chose the Charoid, relationship message for Charoid people. Charoid people. This one's calling my attention here in the middle. Pull that out. This is mirroring, okay? We have two birds that are beak to beak facing one another. It does have a feeling of partnership matters, right? Where, again, we reflect to one another in relationship, whether it's romantic or friendship or family. We're often mirroring back and forth things that we need to learn, things that we need to understand, things that we need to heal within ourselves. And it says at the bottom, reflection, twin, wholeness, and synchronicity abounds. So, this to me is if, we're dealing with any kind of relationship and perhaps there's challenge, remember that we're learning from one another, and whatever we're projecting back and forth to one another, it helps us with the healing process on a soul level. Also, I feel like this message is saying that what we're putting out as far as vibration and thoughts and perceptions and belief systems is what we're going to attract back, right? It's like what we put out, we're going to get back, that kind of law of cause and effect. So the universe is going to mirror to us those energy vibrations that we put out. So again, if we're dealing with friendship or family relationship, or maybe you're looking for a romantic partner, seeking that kind of thing, and even in business, the belief systems and the energy vibration that you hold and you send out to the universe is what you're going to attract back to you. And then again, could end up developing into the lessons that you're needing to learn. So let's say, for instance, you have some sort of negative mindset or belief system about romantic relationship, and that you never can find, what you want, or, if you hold that vibration, you're sending that unconsciously out to the universe. You're going to attract somebody that mirrors what it is that you're sending out. And then, therefore, you're going to be experiencing certain lessons that come into play regarding exactly what you put out there. So instead, work on your belief systems and your thoughts, and project out to the universe through the shifting of your mindset what it is that you truly, really want in career types of relationships, business, family, friends, and romantic, and even a relationship with yourself. All right, I hope you've all enjoyed this weekly energy forecast. Thank you so much for tuning in. I send you all lots of love and light and blessings, especially for this full moon in Virgo. And we will see you again next week, everyone. Namaste.